You know, I'm a huge fan of Roblox, and why wouldn't I be? It's got tons of fun games to play. But there's always something so inconsistent that it always upsets me, and that's people. Yes, you! I'm talking about you, the individual users of Roblox. The many, many, millions, billions there are. All with their own unique personalities. Except for the few who decide to be just like everyone else but wear a different face. Who are these people I'm talking about? Well, that's a good question, one that can only be answered by selecting everyone and weeding out the wrongdoers. First off, you can't just go guns blazing into the masses, because that's not fair to the people who don't do anything. No, you catch them in the act, and then take care of them. Sitting at my computer, I realized, I have the skills to do something about it. Sort of. I mean, I'm just a guy with a computer, not really an advocate for anti-bullying or anything like that. But with the magic of modeling and editing, I devised a plan to catch them in the act. And the first step was to build a giant museum from the ground up. But not this one, of course. I know better than to steal free models from Roblox Studio. I can make something cooler anyway. Finding inspiration was easy. All I had to do was hop into one of my other games that I've made, the main event. The game itself is heavily inspired by one of my favorite styles in all of Roblox. Classic. Of course, as you can tell, it's not just classic, but also has a fun, cartoonish, hand-drawn twist to it. I especially love the cursor and the signs, so I made sure to implement those as well. I was supposed to keep working on this game, but honestly I'm really lazy, so completely sorry about that. But there's an early access version you can check out now, which I'll leave a link in the description for. Honestly, it didn't take long to construct the museum. I was going for a mostly studded, like Lego-ish look, and, you know, accomplished that really easily with, you know, the studded bricks. Of course, it's sort of like a museum, but also more of like a hall, because I honestly just want to expand it backwards as the collection grows. No, that's not really a good thing, but, you know, if it comes to it, it'll be easy. And here is the finished product. Of course, I wanted to keep it, like, super simple, purely because, I mean, you're shaming the bad people. We're not supposed to make it super special. I made sure to add some trees and rocks as decoration. And of course, you can't forget the main centerpiece, the most shameful one of here, myself. Of course, when it comes to video games, I am a very petty person to the people that do me wrong. Of course, I'm not just gonna put any random person that does me or somebody else wrong. They have to do something, like, really, really upsetting, you know? You know. And that separates the bad from the worse. Or the worse from the bad. Anyway, if there's any life lesson to be learned here, it's to be the bigger person. Because clearly I haven't learned that either. But you should be, and that's why it's important. Probably. You probably shouldn't take advice from the dude that doesn't listen to his own. So the final plan here is to, first, catch them in the act, probably with a short clip of whatever they're doing, and then stick them in the Hall of Shame. I'll try to keep this game as updated as I possibly can. We'll just have to see how things go over time. So that's all I got for now, so if you like this kind of stuff, subscribe for more. But in the meantime, stay crazy everyone, and I'll see you next time.